Welcome, adventurers, to Tales from the Figures. Join us as we embark on a journey through the fantastical realms of tabletop gaming. We'll explore uncharted territories, uncover hidden treasures, and forge lasting friendships along the way. So grab your dice, roll for initiative, and prepare for an epic adventure. The sun sets on the seas east of Waterdeep, the city of splendors. The port is bustling and there is a constant hum in the air. New lands have been discovered on the far edge of the trackless sea. Riches have been discovered. Ore, minerals, spices, but above all, gold and treasures. This new land has been dubbed Maztica. Civilizations of lost empires, their reason of the fall unknown, hidden amongst the wilderness. Stories of terrifying creatures, haunted lands, and mystifying magic reach the ears of those enjoying a pint in the many taverns of Waterdeep. It has been just over a year since this discovery. Both explorers and adventurers alike have answered the call to these far-off lands. Whether it be running from the law, seeking riches, being exiled from your clan, or enticed by the idea of newfound knowledge, you have all booked passage to these lands. Your journey begins at dawn.
You guys are all waking up in your individual rooms. You've already had passage set up for you. There are 3 ships that will be sailing together in a small fleet to head towards Maztica. It'll make a pit stop in the gnomish inventor city, an island called Lantan, where you guys will probably, as far as you know, stop for supplies before you head across the sea.
What did you say it was?
Lantan.
People go to get a tan on the land.
The gnomish inventor city.
Is there nice beaches so they can get tan?
Sure.
I love beaches.
Yeah. I love me some beaches.
So you guys wake up and you have your passes. When you guys go in your groups, you are actually designated to go to separate ships. You guys will not be on the same vessel as those that you are partnered up with. This is you find out the reason for this is because during one of the first voyages there was a mutiny by a band of mercenaries because they thought that this was all ruse, and they tried to overtake the ships, and it all hell broke loose. So they decided to separate any of these cliques, these groups or gangs, from being all together where they can mastermind plans of overthrowing these ships. It's never happened since, but that first round, there's a lot of money being invested in these adventures going after this area. You guys know that there's been some of the churches have sent their stuff out there. Multiple cities along the coast all send out their are sending out what they can to start to establish civilization out there. Waterdeep, where you guys are hailing from, Baldur's Gate, they've sent some stuff. Well, a lot of scribes are going on there to try to help, with the fortification and the knowledge to decipher any of these new artifacts that have been found. And even from the city of Luskin, they've sent people out there. They all have their own individual routes because they're have to go across one sea. Anyways, so you guys have, like I said, woken up, and you guys have all of your provisions that you needed, and you head toward your ships. It doesn't take long for the ships to once you guys get on to process, they're getting ready to set sail. They've been getting these are large ships. They're stocked with provisions, supplies, and then they take to the New World. So all they're do is wait for you guys to get on board before they set sail. And once they do, they head out to sea. And you guys are now watching Waterdeep fade off in the distance. You get to a point where you see no land around. And the seas are calm. It's a pleasant cruise. some of you with the lower constitution might feel a little nauseous, not being used to being out at sea for as long as you are. But it only takes a couple days to reach Lantan. When you guys arrive there, you see that they're offloading some stuff, reloading things. They give everyone a chance to kind of go out, put their feet back on the ground, because the last time you'll see land for weeks. So you guys kind of get off, kind of maybe have a few drinks, kind of get to know the other people that you've been cruising with before you guys have to head back to make sail. When you guys finally set sail, you guys are all given one last all right, you can stay here and ship back on returning, or go with us. You did see that a number of people did opt out, they were not able to handle even the short cruise. Just didn't sit well with them, and they couldn't feasibly make it the entire way without being sick the whole time. So, as the three ships set sail from port,
came over,
heading out to sea. Some of you guys might be able to kind of keep your direction. Those that have, are able to read the stars, and that you guys are just continually going west. Sometimes kind of veers a little, but for the most part, you've been heading west the whole time. You don't really encounter anything out here. There's nothing out here. It is such a huge, expansive sea. Think of like the Pacific Ocean. Like once you get out there, it's just all water. And then a few weeks into it, as you guys are being told that you should be arriving soon, a storm breaks out. Thunder, lightning, clouds so dark that you can't see anything. And it's like the middle of the day. And as the waves are just churning, thrashing, smashing, lightning bolts are just flying by. You guys are at the point where you might want to go down below deck, or if you think you can, help out with all the other sailors that are frantically trying to batten down things and keep the ship from colliding with the other ones, because it's so bad that even with the distance between them normally, which has always been safe, they're getting forced almost into each other. So they're trying to do their best to split up so that they don't run. Who would like to go below deck, and who would like to stay on the poop deck?
I would like to stay on the poop deck.
Poop deck.
Out in the sea breeze.
I would stay and help.
Okay.
I'm going under.
I'll go under. Yeah, no, I'm not staying up top.
So,
It's not for me.
as you guys are kind of going through, this is going on for feels like hours. You don't know. Your muscles are getting sore. You're slipping about everywhere. You see people actually get thrown overboard that they're just lost at sea. And then suddenly you see one of the ships that you are on. You are on board the ship when this happens. Can I get perception checks from each of you? Since you are on board.
No. Absolutely not. No.
19. If it should already have the total marked for you. Oh, you just put an X there. Never mind. So yeah, just add that if you're proficient.
6.
Yeah, you're supposed to put the numbers there, and then the bubbles are proficiency.
That's smart.
You are otherwise occupied, helping out. But Joel, you have a moment where you kind of glimpse up and you see one of the other ships, and you see the front half of it just get torn off.
Ooh.
And the ship just starts to kind of spiral as water just starts flooding into the lower chambers. What are you, gentlemen?
I would say, which ship is
It
that?
says lower chambers.
Is that our ship?
Your ship.
My ship.
Yeah,
is-
when this happens, because the whole front end just falls right off, not supposed to do that.
It's one of those. It's
Yep.
like the
Yeah.
doors.
There you go.
It's a swaying boat.
Oh,
I did that.
All right, so I'm over here.
So,
That's why it
which
was
part are
already
we on?
broken.
Hey.
No, we see
You
this
guys are on
happen
a
to the
different
other
one.
ship.
Oh.
you have two different
I see that
boats.
on the other ship. Yeah.
So, and you see this, but you do not. You're like I said, you're busy. And you kind of like I said, look up and you see just whoosh, and it starts to swirl under.
Busy putting spells in my
I do the typical Captain,
Nobody can hear you. The roar of the...
You know what we mean.
Okay, you still can,
Yeah, don't do the meme, you know.
Yeah.
Drew, as you're standing on board when this happens, all of a sudden with all that splintering stuff, give me a perception check.
Perception check. See how many splinters come towards your face.
20.
Damn.
Nice. While you're there, when you are kind of, doing your best to help the ship go, right as the front end started to pull, be ripped off, you see that it's not the storm that caused it. You see a tentacle grasp and just break right through it.
Fuck. Almost printed both.
And as that happens, a chunk of wood comes flying, hits you in the head, and you're unconscious. Eric,
Good character.
you,
Nice knowing you.
who are below deck, are
You're
sitting
below
there,
deck.
maybe in your hammock, just swaying, and all of a sudden, you just hear this loud cracking noise as the front end of this vessel breaks off. And you can't, it's so dark in here, the lamps aren't hardly working, and all of a sudden this rush of seawater comes, whoosh, smacks into you. You are knocked unconscious and are now being sucked out to sea. And as this is kind of happening, you see that there's another boat, another ship, that Joel, you were on. You kind of saw that, and then suddenly, from underneath, you guys just it almost feels like the ship just wrecks, close, like just halts, and it starts to just break apart from underneath. You're able to look over the side. You see just debris just starting to jut out from underneath, and you can tell you guys are going down.
Okay.
And as this is happening, waves are crashing. There's no rudder control or anything anymore, so this boat's starting to kind of lose it, and you start to feel a shift as it's going.
I'm going to throw a barrel overboard as a flotation device.
Okay. Are you going to go on the barrel?
Oh, yeah, with my
All right,
companion.
you're done.
Yep.
Justin,
He's
you know,
got a companion.
you're sitting there down below, trying to do whatever you can, just like block out whatever's happening, and you're feeling the ship lurch, and you feel that it's no longer really floating, but so much as being sloshed around and sinking.
Okay.
You get to a point where everyone starts to realize that they're taking on water, so everyone starts to run to the top of the deck. And when you guys get up there, you realize that at this point you are almost at sea level with the surface of the deck. And everyone's just kind of clambering aboard, hopping onto dinghies and whatever life rafts they can. You see one crazy dude just jump over with a barrel. And at that point, the water just kind of overtakes. And we'll say you made it on board dinghy.
Okay.
So,
I have ways to make it onto a dinghy.
and then the final ship still maintaining itself as you're just so focused on doing this, you don't even realize these other two ships. And they're also so far off that in this darkness, it's hard to even see them. So as you guys, you're kind of just doing your thing. One this big old half ogre, who's been mostly he deals with like the anchor. He's just this huge beefy dude. Kind of comes up to you and he points right behind you towards where the aft deck is. And as you look that way, all of a sudden you see this tentacle.
Yep. I knew it.
And it
I knew it.
ripped the entire back half of the ship. And as that happens, it lurches. Yes. And it lurches, and you just see this rush of water coming up towards you as a wave hits simultaneously, knocking you unconscious. You are in said boat.
I was waiting for me. I was like,
And when that back half gets pulled off,
Oh.
it was so sudden that you have this suddenly vacuum, and then all of a sudden just as a geyser of water comes through.
Poor boats.
You get ripped out to sea.
Am I the one that maintains his?
You end up blacking out because
Okay.
of all. Now you're just little barrels
Yeah.
in this churning sea.
Yeah.
There's wood, debris, everything is flying around, hitting you. So
I mean, I like it. The boat just gets ripped apart.
I know, right?
if we could clear off the table.
Took the hook on one.
It makes
My boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Brought this for a reason.
Oh,
That's what the boat looks like.
shift the timber.
Let's throw it over here.
Use that was one of my spells.
Or your pick spell your character should have.
Somebody want to
Who's on your card?
start turning stuff off.
The
I
sit
didn't
now.
have room to.
Everybody else can help
Yeah.
me. Jesus.
We need to lay out all this map.
Couldn't find the story.
Pretty much if it's on the red, it's fine because we just got to cover.
Yeah, you can just take these.
Okay.
That should be good.
I moved it. I helped.
Go to master, like the all list. You can type it in.
Yeah, I can reach.
You might need to put corners because it has been rolled up.
I got this right here. What's that?
Is that enough?
How do you attack?
So I thought I had black and blue, but it turns out I did not.
To tell you.
I have black and blue pens.
Oh, I can't.
So brown and green.
Is it on
Ruin the immersion.
the- So,
Man!
Jeez.
There are certain classes.
I'm colorblind, so it doesn't matter.
I'm
colorblind, so it doesn't matter.
That was
Might be
my
one
joke,
of the
actually. I forgot.
When I was-
That's something I thought of that.
I'm using roll 20. That has, you can click on everything. so-
Yeah. So if that's the case,
Because I don't even know what color
you
it
probably
is.
might got
Yeah,
it.
dice.
I get it.
Bear boy.
Yeah.
I'm happy you actually did that because it works out perfectly with my map.
Yep.
You are laying. It's not just the barrel anymore. Like there's some other
Debris.
wood that's kind of like attached itself to you. You are unconscious, kind of floating. You feel something kind of tug at your foot. Well, it's more of like just enough to wake you up, and you look around, and you cannot see. The waters are so churned up from this storm, and as you like, and now it's just kind of an overcast.
Okay.
It's probably dawn of the next day.
Okay.
So you can see visibly far enough.
Yeah.
That there's a chunk of one of the front ends of the ships that washed ashore.
Okay.
But it's kind of hard to still kind of doing the
Yeah.
waves. You see this rocky jet, this little jetty of rocks
Mm-hmm.
sticking out from the shoreline, and you see the dinghy ahead of you. A big chunk of it's been like broken out, but you're kind of like laying there and kind of collecting your thoughts, and where you are, you're not really moving. You're kind of just floating around. What would you like to do?
I would like to make for. Does that reef look dangerous, or like the edge there?
It is where you are because it's by that jetty.
Yeah.
The water is kind of is hitting that rock.
Yeah.
and-
So I'm gonna try to work my way around it. Hopefully, I can find a better spot to land. Other than that,
Oh, you're just gonna swim.
I'll pull myself with the.
The
Debris.
problem like, right now where you're at is the tide.
Oh, okay.
So trying to use that barrel for anything. And remember, you're also in.
Hey, what I'm saying. I'm in a
But
heavy
you
armor.
are a strong person, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
So I'm trying not to sink. That's why I'm trying to pull
Well,
something.
there's also, like I said, there's a dinghy ahead of you too.
I'll try to make for the dinghy then.
Try to make the dinghy. All right, give me an athletics check.
That is a 12.
So you're able to swim, but you're mostly like just fighting through that armor. You're just okay. And as you are able to approach, you see where that, like I said, that broken out part is, and you're able to kind of crawl inside. You see two people.
You want to use those ones?
That's perfect sound for us.
At the front of this, you see that person there, and you see this person kind of like laying down as you get on board. The guy kind of like sees you, and you can tell he's almost like shell shocked from what happened. The person at the front of the boat, they seem to be kind of like just like worried, kind of barely coming to. Like they've obviously been forced through the night to stay awake. And this ship, you know, even though that whole side's broken out, it still has enough. It's still buoyancy.
Yeah.
There's not like water like able to stay inside. There's still like a thin layer, and as the guy's like helping you, pulling you up, and you get on board, right behind you, this huge splash of water comes as all of a sudden this giant shark reaches up and bites at you guys.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be something, more fun, like checking the level or something.
He does not manage to bite you, but the person helping you gets his arm and just flings him right out of the boat and takes him right under the water.
Insert well helmet.
Get rid of the thread.
I'm not Fred!
The water, the
Where's
water's
the
so
Nazi on
chewed
the
up
Wilhelm
that
screen?
even though you know that this guy's arm is just being severed off, and this is a
I need to get the
large
soundboard.
shark, mind you.
Yeah, huge size.
He's
Yeah.
no longer on a boat.
No, I'm like, start swimming for shore.
So it goes under, and you don't even see the blood.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell what's going on. There's no visibility in this water. So you two are now on board this little dinghy.
I'm gonna start to like use the little hole to kick my legs and try to push forward towards.
After you just saw a big shark.
He's full now.
Well, yeah, he's occupied.
Is there any oars, or is it just
There
us
isn't. That's
two?
why you guys haven't progressed.
I have a shield on my back still.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
use that as an oar.
I'll say I'll use my staff then too.
Yeah, I'll use my shield.
I mean, try to like at least when he's shoveling, I'll try to like maybe. Like,
As
Get
you
us-
guys
try
are
to
making,
direct
which
this.
way are you going? So you guys realize that
I'm assuming that's the shore, right?
this is the shore.
Oh, this is the shore.
That's
Yeah.
the
So
jetty of rocks.
I'm trying to go towards the shore, away from the jetty.
I'm gonna say we're gonna try to come as close. Like we're gonna try to directionally get as close to this boat as possible, and try to keep our way. Because I'm assuming there's probably waves crashing against the rocks.
It is. It's,
No,
but like I said, it was more treacherous when he was just on a barrel
Right.
than it is for you to be on this boat.
no, I get
okay,
it.
so we could have disembarked there if we wanted to.
Yeah, they are steep and slick, but they are a lot closer and a lot easier. You guys will be exhausting yourself trying to use what methods you have because don't have actual proper propulsion.
Now,
I'm not saying actual exhaustion.
well,
level.
no, I'm saying okay.
You will tuck yourself out.
We'll become windy. Become winded.
Am I full on able to do whatever I want at this point, or do you want still kind of secrecy stuff going on?
You can do whatever you want if it enables you to survive.
Okay, then I'm gonna just say. Yeah. So these are just rocks, right?
Yeah, they're like I said, it's a jetty, so it's like you
Are
rocks
they
are
like-
above the water level.
Right.
Where you probably would imagine on a normal day, there'd be like sea lions probably sunbathing.
Okay. I don't see anything up there right now.
No, because the storm wiped everything. It's nothing is on this beach. But you do notice as you guys are kind of trying to propel yourself, you do see the occasional triangular tip surface the water.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
And it's not just one. There you see like several of different varying sizes.
I'm gonna put myself up there.
The Misty Step? Okay. What you get there, I need you to make a acrobatics or an acrobatics because you're trying to balance on the slippery surface.
He's
That
like,
one right
he's
there?
not
Yeah.
fucking later.
Because those are like mossy and.
This die, my new die.
Super slippery.
Oh, a lot of dice as well.
Yeah, that's a 4.
When you get to there, because there still is like that algae, and you kind of like you're like, haha! As soon as you
I think
land,
there's
you
a
slip,
if you fail though, you can.
so you fall prone,
Okay.
kind of hitting your head a little bit.
He's getting some
You are still propulsing yourself. Can we get one of those tiny dinghies?
Yeah, of course.
Put Joel's character on
Would you like you tiny dinghy?
4 inches. That's important. Nice dingy.
4 inches
So-
of tiny dinghy?
For my character, yes.
We'll say you're slowly making your way.
Okay.
The guy that was
my
you thought was going to help
Christmas
you,
present
just
Actually, hold on.
Oh,
away.
makes
Sorry.
the dinghy lighter,
I
I
looked
guess.
at him, but I want to roll. I want to see. the
it kind of shocked you that happened.
Yeah.
So
Do I see
you're
where you
making your
went?
way towards the shore.
You see where I went?
No, I was asking him, did I see where he went?
spot.
Did I see where he disappeared off to, or did I just not hear anything?
You would, because it was kind of the direction you guys were facing.
Okay.
So you would probably like you're like probably going. All of a sudden, he's like he's trying. He's like, this isn't doing nothing. He's like, don't fucking know you. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no, I mean,
No,
hey,
please.
I would have panicked at that point,
Fucking
but
worked
they're
out with
taking the
glasses.
fucking thing. So,
Where's
Nice.
my baby?
So you guys for now are good.
okay.
Skeletor.
Yes!
You wake up and you are floating on top of the mast that had broken off of one of the ships. The ship you were probably on. There's still ropes still tied to it, holding on part of the sail. That is kind of like dragging it and keep. But it's kind of still just attached, and as you're kind of sitting there, like I said, you can't really see much. You almost don't even notice the sail, but like the canvas occasionally pops up. And you are kind of stranded out there floating. You can't see the shore. You see the waves kind of just pushing their way in, and you obviously see.
I see the boat.
You assume it's probably the front of your ship, actually.
Yeah, so I see part of the ship that way, and you said I can't see the shore?
You can.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the thing loose? Like, is it like floating?
Yeah, it's just floating along.
Okay, can I paddle while on it? And use my strength to paddle?
It's too heavy, and then the sails also would make drag.
Okay. So it's not that light. Well, I doubt...
You also do see this guy on a dinghy over there.
Okay. So what, I'm technically 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet away?
Sure.
Give or take? Ugh, I don't think I have the strength to tie a piece of board with the
Try to swim across to him.
and try to throw it to the boat and then pull myself. Kind of like a
Oh, definitely not happening. The fact that you still have your gear is kind of a miracle.
Well, I was just going to use the rope and then piece of wood that's around me.
I mean, you try.
I was thinking about just taking off my gear, tying the rope to the dinghy,
I mean, even though
and
there's
swim
still
for
a
it.
wave crashing, you can still make noises. You can still hear things. Like you probably heard the guy that got pulled in by that shark.
Yeah.
You probably heard a loud scream. That may have been what actually woke you up. But you see this dude frantically paddling with a shield, kind of making headway.
Can you hear me? If I scream?
Yeah.
Hey! Hey!
Off to the north, you hear a screaming noise.
Oh, sorry.
And you see try this. There's this tiefling woman kind of waving at you.
I take a deep breath, and then I start working my way that way instead.
You're not really moving, so don't move, just turn it. Yeah. And you believe you're probably a strong swimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you probably can make it.
Okay. Well, do I see anything in the waters?
Well, if I,
Perception.
What do the blue ones do? That would be 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just fucking dive right in. You're swimming along, like I said, you can't really see much.
once I see her jump into the water,
It would almost be easier to go there than all the way to the dinghy.
So is it good? You want to move her, put her up, move her. Which? Are you just doing all your everything to just swim?
Yeah.
So just full movement speed.
That's 30.
Little ones.
I think it's halved when you're swimming, isn't it?
They're dashing.
Okay, so
So
it would be
15.
15, then times 2 would be 30. Yeah.
And if you wanted a
So
point,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I don't know the rest of them.
So like that, I would have put a +2 right here.
I didn't really actually
Yes.
thought about putting on a shark.
Or no, you just mark this as a bubble right here.
Oh,
And then you put the 2 there. So that would be the total.
Back in the summer.
So like these things I'm not proficient in
also,
Would just be the
I must
the
have
ones
missed
you're
that
not
when it
proficient in
comes
would
to
be
it.
that.
Okay. So like this, you go
So
+2.
this is not a water elemental.
Yeah.
Instead of
Oh,
something
like
else.
this, I'm proficient,
It's
so
a
I
great
get
white
D3
shark
+2 is 2, so
That
it'd be
came
5.
up to chomp at you, but for some reason, my dice hates me, so it completely misses you. It almost went for like inspecting you, kind of nudged you. But you see these jaws and like probably could swallow you whole.
Can we say that my appendage poked its eye in an attempt to pack it? My appendage
Which appendage?
poked its eye when it tried to bite me from the rear?
Sure. Yeah, your little horns.
oh, the
Tail?
tail.
Oh. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Your tail was using it as like a rudder. It was enough to kind of deter it, but you see it kind of going out like this fin, and it coming back around.
Oh, shit.
You can move 10 more feet.
5, 10.
So that boat's right there. The little dinghy with the
Dinghy.
figure on there. The
If
Reach my hand out.
I would love to get on that thing as fast as
give
possible.
me a quick athletics so you can pull yourself up, see how effectively you
I got an
are.
advantage because I'm helping, assisting.
Yeah, you get advantage because you are being helped.
I'm helping.
Or you can roll the advantage part.
Oh,
Yeah.
so 12, 19.
Yeah, you just woof, and once again, as you get up and decide you're the person helping someone on.
You know what?
You see this shark just come right up, and it's right in your face.
Try to hit with the cheek.
Yeah, you hit it right on his nose, and it still uses its weight, which actually kind of helps push you in. And it turns and goes away. And at this point, you see how long the shark is, and you realize it could probably just take out your both of them.
Yep.
So you are now on board.
You better start helping with the swimming.
We'll paddle like a motherfucker. Let's
So you guys just
We'll paddle like a motherfucker. Let's get out of here. I'm stronger than I look.
That's what I am. You see me that way too.
I'm only 6 foot 200 pounds.
Eric, you wake up with your face. Both because you start to suffocate because there's still that water in that sand as you're kind of breathing it in. Your face is just starts sinking. Your whole body is pretty much stuck in the sand, and you gotta wake up. And you look around and you realize you see a forest, a jungly forest off in the distance. But as you kind of reposition yourself, look around, you see the chaos of what happened before. Out there, you see it's not just this that is on the map displayed, but you see other some floating around. You see other people that are struggling in the water still off in the distance.
So I'm getting.
And here you are on land, intact, whole. Your allies nowhere to be seen.
It's like that opening scene
Because
of
they're
Lost.
prone.
I mean, at what point do I stand up?
In a minute. I said you hit your head.
Yeah, okay.
So you're a little dazed.
You're taking your
What
time.
about you, guys? I'm still working on this.
How tall is or how can I maybe see look on maybe I can see anyone I notice?
You do see this dinghy off in the distance with a few people struggling to paddle towards you. Give me a perception.
Big money.
See me with the
Big
shark.
money.
Because didn't you watch the
19.
get taken away
19. So,
Only one he knows is me and him.
assessing the whole
too?
situation.
You saw that.
Yeah,
So
I was
it's
right when I got my clothes when it
So
happened.
you're probably thinking of it again too. When I was getting on there,
You want it this
shit,
time?
not
Yeah.
again.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
By this collapsed half of the ship, there's a person struggling, trapped. And they're actually closer to the water, to where the water's constantly lapping up and getting in their face, where you see them possibly slowly being waterboarded to death.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'll go to them to see if I
People
can.
who got their phones and look at what's on the table, they see something.
I will
You're
go
gonna
to this person and see.
There
If,
you are,
yeah.
pinned under
Oh shit!
a mass, as the water's constantly making
I don't have
Am I
a big
conscious?
giant red arrow.
Am I conscious?
conscious, but you're you can't get out. You're having an issue getting out,
My finger.
and the water keeps like I said, blocking you from being able to speak. Really, you're mostly just trying to breathe as best you can. You're being waterboarded.
I cast a spell.
Doesn't require a verbal because you are having a hard time breathing.
I'll be coming up to this person. It's like, I'm here to help. Hold on.
It'd be the
That's okay, I'm here. I got you.
Yeah, that's the only component is verbal.
Son of a bitch.
So that's why you're also struggling. You're having a hard time. You do kind of, as the water kind of, after it hits you in the face and washes away, the sand kind of pulling off your face, you're able to look up and you see a figure approaching you. This female kind of walking towards you, very dazed and just covered, they just look like a sand monster because it's all just stuck to all of their armor
Hello, Sandy.
as they approach you.
Oh man, I was gonna go the complete opposite of that. Make this man fall in love
Yeah.
with the sun gleaming
I know.
on
Oh my
and
god.
just the wind in her hair is
The thing
flapping.
is, you have to hold your breath.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, you were unconscious before, so now you're trying to.
But I'm good right now. I'm chilling.
I mean,
Still
you
good
have
luck.
that nice silver hair.
And you see this
But still.
figure approaching you.
But yeah, I tell him
I'm here to help, and I'm gonna try to like help lift him so that way he could probably get himself out under.
You guys can make a athletics check to try and lift this beam from a ship.
Or 2 separate rolls then.
You guys each can roll.
Would it be an advantage since they're both doing it? Or?
This is
15.
that is
either
nice
the
roll,
advantage
nice
or
roll.
either of them roll.
15.
Gotcha.
So I got a 19.
15.
19.
19.
Rolls.
So, you two puny little peoples are like, yes! Like, you got Eric standing over you saying, call me mommy!
Oh no!
So as it lifts,
Finally playing a woman taking
I don't even almost be
that innkeeper really
moved
sucked.
unnaturally. I only lift my hands, just kind of shoot out from underneath
My girl, she's finally coming
Yeah,
down.
kind of.
the mass.
It also happens to coincide with a wave coming in, kind of get extra whoosh, burst out. So you see this
Let's hear a noise.
kind of cannonball out from underneath.
As the
one
wave
chest.
hits, my character's kind of lands on my feet.
Okay. We'll see.
Oh, make a dex check. Come on. I had to make a fucking
All
dex
right,
check
all right.
to stand on the fucking
Acrobatics.
rocks.
Dexterity and proficient +5. 10.
Get readable dice.
I just ordered some, okay?
You got some lineups as well.
10.
That's it.
10.
And, you don't necessarily stand at your feet, but you are like able to get to your knees, your hands, and your knees, and kind of like start to push yourself up. But
Superhero
the sand is still super wet inside. You're kind of sinking in, make it a little difficult to just right up.
Alright. Okay, good.
Oh god, we're lost.
Probably paint the numbers.
Yeah, this is the opening scene of
Oh
Lost.
my god, I'm just like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lost.
They're harder.
This is the
Literally the opening.
You just you
No, the
can
blank
replace
was-
this with an engine.
Yeah.
You just replace the bow of the ship with an engine, and there you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna end. We're the peddler. And it's boom. Pick someone in.
You are now up.
Okay, cool. I stand up.
And when you kind of get up, you kind of take stock of your surroundings, and you do see the guy who was you were briefly with on the boat,
Yeah.
having some tiefling gal on her now.
Right.
And they're making their way towards shore. Where from your height angle, you do notice your friend,
Cool.
and they seem to be helping somebody who did some crazy cannonball out of underneath this detritus.
I mean, I guess feeling kind of guilty for just kind of bailing. I'll take one last survey of the crash area and see what I see.
Far off, you
You
see
wanna
things
have to-
out there, but you see people that might be alive, might
Right.
be unconscious.
Right.
You're not quite sure, but that's further out.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
You start writing down all the
So, I guess I'll start making my way on the rocks inland. I guess.
Yeah. So where you see where I have those
Anything
like,
that's
little
not an
cube
extra
things?
round would be a +1.
The Q things.
So,
No.
bonus.
What are you talking
Uh,
about? Those?
Yeah, so my
No,
proficiency is 2.
you
So then, yeah.
Should be a +1.
You do not have proficiency.
I don't have a
So
long
anything
enough
I'm
for
not-
so I don't know where they all
that's
went.
not right now.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a steep cliff.
A steep cliff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like right here, it's
Plus
just
whatever
rather
this
holy
is,
shit.
when you add
Right.
that with whatever.
Okay.
So still
So,
looking at
here,
guys,
this is a
it's
+6.
still split.
Okay.
Until you get on
Since
that.
acrobatics
Sure.
are proficient, it'll be a +4. That would be a +5.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That's a
I would just
12.
leave that
Well,
out for anyone.
yeah, you're kind of hop definitely up there.
So
You do tell
Basically
you know
what
it's
that-
wet from the night before. Oh, I thought you were hopping onto the other. Probably
You
the
put
main
zeros
one,
on
yeah.
your 2 and make it
oh, up
easier
here?
for you.
Yeah, sure.
But if
Okay,
you
yeah.
actually
So
don't have any zeros, we
and then I'll kind of
It's like this.
traverse
3
down this way
+2. So
and go. That's
this. I would not proficient in it. So
I think you're at like 20,
25.
25.
it'll be like a 4.
look like right here for right now.
Okay.
I mean, fuck, I'll just dash. I'll just keep going down this way, and I'll kind of jump down to the shallow water then,
Okay.
and then
It's still kind of it's shallow, but like still
right enough to where I can. Yeah.
Toes.
So
Mm,
yeah,
On
so
the
you
shore.
get kind of get to shore.
It says
Um,
ability checks, not
You
saving
felt like
throws,
something
so
brushed past
all
your
the
leg
saving
when you're in
throws
the
will
water,
still
kind
be-
of like,
Yeah.
0.
but that don't know what it is, can't see it, I'm out of here.
Yep.
And as you make it shore, like I said, you have a line of sight on your friend, and you see this
You still get the +2.
this other figure
+2 still.
as they're kind of talking, discussing. The waves at this point, you've got close enough to where the waves are just assisting you guys right into the shore.
Okay.
So you guys kind of butt up against where the
Yeah.
the
Try to go.
ship is.
Yeah.
Like here.
We might actually want to try to pull the dinghy
Fuck
short
that
just in
fast.
case we need it for some reason. We could try to repair it. That's what's happening in my head. I don't want to go back to sea with it.
You probably could. I mean, that's not like it's sticking. That part of the ship, like you probably drag it over top.
Yeah.
So, you are.
I'm not weak.
So, you two guys hop on. Say pull the dinghy up.
Yeah, all right. Pull the dinghy ashore. And if we need to, we can flip it upside down and be a makeshift filter.
Now it's a tugboat.
Yeah.
So, there you guys are. You run across your companion.
My companion?
Right there.
Oh. Him.
Oh my god.
So, you wear safe glasses, I almost threw that stick at you? You wear safe glasses because of the stick?
Yeah, and also I just found them, so I'm like, alright, right here. I don't know where to set them. Other than on my face.
Where they go?
It's for immersion.
Together, you're all kind of talking, kind of introducing yourselves, I guess. Or not as introducing yourself, but assessing the situation. Because it's still kind of really fresh that you guys are now lost. At this point, you're able to...
My name is Mr. Echo.
Make it all the way up.
I said my name is Mr. Echo.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight, just watch the first episode.
You'll understand.
He made a lost reference, and that just...
Yeah, tonight when you get home, just watch the first, 5 minutes of the beginning episode.
But the problem is isn't that the show where it's like, once you start watching it, you gotta watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you watch the first 5 minutes just for this, you're good.
Yeah.
But
Just to get the reference that we're talking about.
Would you guys like to describe what your characters look like to each other right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm not. Anyways, you five describe yourselves.
Alright, so you see a big, really swole gnome that's covered in heavy armor.
I'm just tucked away.
So seaweed hanging off of it.
Seaweed and,
Stuff like that from him having to splash around in the water for a bit.
Yeah, my beard's covered in sand and shit and seaweed.
Yeah, really, if you want to do that, listen.
Well, I probably, yeah.
Sure.
I'm low. I'm low to the ground, so. You see me looking around for somebody other than my companion here. Like I'm trying to find something. But, yeah. Very grisly looking gnome.
Cool.
Alright, you see a cloaked figure. You can't see his face very much. All you can see poking out from underneath the hood is some light blue hair. Semi-tall, 5'11". And
Not 6 foot.
nope, 5'11", not 6 foot. The only thing you can really notice about him is his robes kind of billow as he stands. Just kind of moves about.
Perfect. Nice. Are they able to see any of your... Because if they see your hair, they're able to see...
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
it took me a sec to remember.
So one thing you can notice about his hands, his skin kind of has a light blue tinge to it.
Kind of like his hoodie.
Correct.
Yeah. Why don't you guys change? Oh,
hold on. Wrong hood, brother.
Drew, would you like to describe your character?
I don't think I'd be with the group because I think I'd be looking around, but you can definitely see me. I'm a grayish blue tiefling, 6 foot. You see me with traditional barbarian kind of with a big ass battle axe. My horns kind of curve out. I already got my long horns.
Hellboy style?
Huh?
Like Hellboy style?
When he doesn't have them cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, when they're not cut.
And then I have a tail. It's not I don't know how to describe it.
4 inches. That's a lot.
It's just a normal tail with
Traditional devil tail, or
Yeah.
like
Does it have
thicker.
a little heart at the end?
Okay.
a little thicker.
Okay.
Yeah, a little thicker.
But it's not like big dinosaur fucking grab it around like bear hug tail.
It's like a whip tail.
Yeah, it's like a.
It uses a nice little propeller.
It was a good rudder and shark eye poker.
Right.
Yeah. You'll see a. How tall she is.
I know you have a picture you probably could show too.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But actually, your figures are also
Hold on.
character.
Yeah, my character looks like that.
You
Well, still describe.
But she's like 5'7", really bright, blonde, like platinum blonde, like it's very white, with violet, lavender blue eyes. She has this like stoic, like, you know, like always looking around, keeping an idea of everything that's going on. But yeah, she just looks like she's just, and she dressed like very professional.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Pointed ears and all?
Huh?
Pointed ears and all?
Yes. Also pointy ears. Half elf.
Sweet. Does she want to be a whole elf?
No.
Justin.
Yeah, so I mean, mine's pretty much the same thing as my character. Or my figure, yeah, sorry.
You're a little blonde boy?
Yeah, I mean, we're got glasses, kind of nerdy-er look-ish, kind of.
Luckily, he straps it around the back so
Yeah,
it fall off.
right.
Very smart.
So, and then yeah, it's just.
It's always smart to use a strap on.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and subscribe for more tabletop adventures. This has been Tales from the Figures. Until next time, keep rolling